Hi guys, it's Moz here. On the workbench is something that I've been sent from Italy by Italeri. It's their new range of model kits. It's the complete set for modeling. So in this box, there should be everything you need to build a scale model. So, if you're into scale modelling, you will be aware that Airfix and Revell and other manufacturers do what they call a starter set or a gift set, where you would get a model kit to build, you will get some paints, you will get a tiny bit of glue, and you will get a paintbrush. Well, Italeri have gone one step further, because what they're adding to this are a few extra tools which I think are the bare necessities of building a model kit. So, it tells you here quite complete, it's called the complete set for modelling. You're getting a 172 scale F16C/D Night Falcon. Also, you're getting glue for the plastic, you're getting some acrylic paints, so you're getting 3 acrylic paints, you're also getting a brush. But they've gone one step further and they're giving you a precision tweezer, a double-sided sandpaper, or I should call it a sand stick, and a sprue cutter. Now, I've always said that when you give a kit to someone, don't give them a knife. You know, we're all quite fond of our scalpel blades and our sharp knives. Really, what a scale modeler needs is a set of sprue cutters, and you've seen me use mine. At the moment, I use my Voltrons, which I absolutely, or Volcans, I should say, which I absolutely adore. But yes, they've given you a sprue cutter in here. So, I think we need to have a look inside the box and see what we get. But before I do, could I ask a favour? If you're not a subscriber, can I ask you to subscribe to the channel? It really does help. So if you want, click subscribe or ring that bell, click all, and you'll never miss another video again. Also, don't forget my new Substack is now live, and I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can look into my new Substack. So, looking at the box, you know, you're getting the paints on display, and they're not like their own make paints, they're Vallejo paints, which is a good start anyway. On the back of the box, you're seeing here, it says, after your first model kit, you are ready to discover the amazing world of scale modelling. So, and there's a link to their website, and basically there it is. There's the kit already all built up. You're getting all this here, you're getting the paints, you're getting this wonderful brush application cement, and some information. You've got to be 14 plus to get this one. On the side here, it looks like you're getting, it looks like to me you're getting 2 schemes. You're either getting version A, which is the twin-seater version, or F16C, the single-seater version. I think there's 2 versions you can make with this kit. So it's a pretty good start. So we're going to open up the box. I've removed the paint. As you can see, I've already had a look inside anyway. So I'm just going to get a pair of, cut this. So here is the contents of this model set. I'm going to put the plastic to one side a minute because I really want to concentrate on the added extras. So in a bag, you are getting one of their paintbrushes, which, you know, looks pretty good to me. It needs a little bit of work, so I add a bit of water to it, if you know what I mean. Add a bit of water to this brush. You're getting these sprue cutters, which are pretty sealed. Trying to get these open. So, a pair of sprue cutters for cutting the plastic with, and we'll try them out when we get to the kit. You're getting a pair of tweezers, precision ones, which are pretty good. And you're getting a sanding stick, which is 600 grit and 1000 grit. So yeah, pretty smart if you ask me. You're also getting some glue or cement. You're getting 5 milliliters, and as you can see, it's brush application, and I think it's the consistency of Tamiya white cement. So it's not quite TET, you know, Tamiya extra thin. This is more like the white here. Very much that consistency. You can tell, you can see that, you know, you can see it in there. Maybe a little bit waterier, but, you know, a bit more fluidy, I should say. But yeah, you're getting a nice cement with a brush that should be easier to use. And you are getting, these are the 3 paints you get. They're 7ml bottles. They're not their own brand. These are Vallejo paints, and we know how good Vallejo are. You're getting flat gunmetal, blue grey pale, and light grey. So 3 really good quality paints, and a lot of it, because I think 7ml is more than what you get from Airfix, which is about 3ml, and I think is about 5ml from Revell. Decal sheet. So Italeri decals. They have been screen printed by Cartograph, so these are Cartograph decals. So that's a good start as well. Same as Airfix. And then you get your instructions, and they're very clear. You know, you basically build up the cockpit first, put in the display in, and so you've got 2 decals there. Push the fuselages together. So it's a basic breakdown. So it's part. So you've got version A and version B. So you're either doing the twin cockpit or the single cockpit. So that's nice. You've got 2 schemes and 2 planes basically in design. So you can either do a single seater or a twin seater. Then you start on step 2, which is the underneath. It looks like you're putting in some sort of intake on the front there. So it's under. So this is looking underneath. I just turned it over so you're seeing the underside of it. And then back to the front after putting the canopy in step 1. You're then putting on the wings, the tail, and the exhaust of the engine. Then you turn it back upside down again, and you're putting on the undercarriage or everything underneath. And then you've got the weapons in part 5, or then the alternative in part 6, it looks like. So yeah, and then there's a call out there for the decals, which are the common ones, and then you've got version A, and then you've got version B call outs of the colours. So there's your instructions. So what about the plastic? So 2 sprues on this one. They've recessed panel lines. I believe this kit stems from the 1980s. It's not looking too bad. They're all numbered up for you, so there's not really much you can go wrong. You just follow the step by step by the instructions. And, you know, got some detail there. But so it's all recessed panel lines. I can't see many. There's no rivets on this, so you're going to be fine on this one. So there's Sprue A. It says 188A there in the corner. But yeah, a little bit flimsy actually, the sprue gates, but maybe they're just a little bit thin. They're not as thick as you would get on a normal kit. But they're not looking too bad. There's 1980s kit, and then this is the one which has got most of your weapons on and some of your other doors or flaps, I think it is. There it is. And this one's frame B. Turn it around proper. So there you've got your fin on the rear, and then you've got I'm assuming drop tanks, etc. Some rockets there. Yeah, I think that's not too bad actually. It's a simple kit with 2 sprues. You can't say fairer than that. So first off, I just want to check these sprue cutters out, because we all know how, you know, what sprue cutters are like. Let's just cut this piece here with them and just see what happens. It's quite a thick piece as well, so we'll just, yeah, they do snap off. They do a job. At the end of the day, if you want to, there we go, cut this piece off here. And because they're not extra sharp, you want to leave a little bit out off the end. Quite difficult there. So we're taking the piece off. Let's just have a little look at the sprue cutters. Let's just trim this up using the sprue cutters, and then you would obviously get your sanding stick and remove any excess from the sprue gate. So that's looking pretty good to me. Then underneath there you got a little bit, so you just sand that off flush. There you go. And then that little bit there as well. So yeah, the sprue cutters have a purpose. They're not the sharpest, but you don't need them to be too sharp, because you can clean up the part after, and you should really clean up the part after you've cut them anyway. So sprue cutters, I say they're not the best. They're not the worst that I've used. You know, they do open, you know, and close. You know, you've got some flexibility there in your hands, and they grip well. picking this up in like so. Yeah, that's not too bad either. Presuming that's 2 pieces. There's a piece that goes down there as well to hide those injection pin marks, obviously. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having a go at building this kit using just what I get inside the box. It's an interesting premise, really. You're getting a, you know, as I said, it's a 1980s kit that's probably been tooled in, and this tool has been used on many occasions. But, you know, to me, it's not looking too much of a complex build for somebody who's just started or has built a starter set and is looking to build something a little bit more. I would class this as a pretty high end in response to, you know, what you get inside the box. A bit of a high end gift set. That's how I look at it. Let's have a quick look at the glass on this before we move on. So there you go. You've got 2 glasses depending if you're doing the single seat or the twin seat, with a ridge line there, but that's almost perfect. Very good. That does help. You see the difference in length there. So you've got, and there's one indicator, I think that's a light there to go in as well, which is right in the corner. I can't fault the glass. The glass looks pretty good considering the age of the tooling. What is it? 1980, so the kit is 44 years old. That's what I think anyway. I'll have a quick look on scale mates after I film this and just make sure I say that's right. Anyways, there you go. So that is basically an unboxing of this complete set for modelling. I have a couple of points. I think this is a very, very interesting idea to come out of Italeri, and kudos to them for thinking a little bit outside the boxes. They say it's a complete set for a beginner, and basically it has tools that you wouldn't necessarily have at home. So for instance, the only tool I can think of that they haven't got is a pair of scissors in here, because you're gonna have to cut your decal sheet, aren't you? You're gonna have to cut your decal sheets. There's no scissors, but you probably have a pair of scissors at home. The other thing they don't have, and I know it's a little bit petty, but no tape or no clamps. Maybe a couple of clamps would have been good in here, so when they glue the fuselage together or the wings together or parts together that need a clamp or need some tape, yeah, that, you know, you could say that they're missing that. But all told, I think they've put a blinder. Then they're using quality paints here, Vallejo. So you're getting a 7ml bottle of Vallejo ×3 with 3 different colours. You're getting this fantastic liquid cement, and it's in a glass bottle. If I give it a tap on this, that's glass, and you're getting 5ml there. And I think that is brilliant, because as you know, Airfix give you a tub of this, which is 5ml of poly cement, which is like toothpaste, really. It's very thick. This one here, and as I said, I've just had another quick look at it. It's really hard to show you on camera, but I think it's like Tamiya white cement, but maybe a little bit more fluid, but not as watery as Tamiya extra thin cement, which is a good thing, actually. You know, you've got that, so there you go. That's brilliant. That's a game changer for me, because, you know, Revell normally give you 12 grams of the contactor, which is the needle, and you know, there are fors and against. I do like using a needle in certain tight spaces, and I like using a brush when I'm putting cement down in flat spaces. So there are, you know, fors and against, but I think they've, you know, there's not many scale model kits out there, especially for starters, that come with a bottle and a brush for the glue. And this poly cement here, you know, there is a use for this, but you know, you'll be using a toothpick to put the cement on. But yeah, that's basically. I think this is a phenomenal idea, and I applaud Italeri for coming out with something a bit more. Now, this kit here, apparently recommended retail price is £29.99. Okay, so it's not as cheap as a starter set, which will, you know, when you come from Revell or Airfix, you know, they range from £6.99 to £19.99. You know, you could pick up the ones from Audi, you know, the tanks and the Spitfires for about £6.99 to £9.99 with the paints and the glue and the brush. And then if you want to go for the Lightning, which is the bigger one, that's £19.99, maybe £16.99 in some shops. Apparently there's some people who are going to be selling for £26.99, which is good. But I think if you're somebody who knows someone who would like to have a go at scale modelling, I think this is a very good option. It's not the easiest kit to build, mind, whereas the Airfix ones are very simple and they're brand new tooling. But their gift sets aren't necessarily new tooling, and Airfix do sell gift sets like the Concorde, for instance, or the Titanic. I think that's a gift set as well. And you get your paints, your glue, and your brush in that. But this one here with the tools as well, I think this is a great idea. What do you think, folks? This is the question for me, for you. Leave it in the box below. Do you think this is a great idea from Italeri? What do you think they can improve on? What do you think they should have done different? Or even put in the comments, this is brilliant, or you agree that this is going to be a bit of a cool hit amongst the scale modelers, whether it's in Europe at least and the UK. There you go, and that's it from me. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all, and you'll be notified when I release a new video. Do not forget, I have my new Substack where I post articles on a weekly basis, and I do post notes up during the week as well, little ditties, little photos and things that I'm doing in the scale model world. If you'd like to become a channel member like the folks here on the screen, please feel free to click join below and tick which membership box you have. You will also get free membership of the Substack when it goes to a paid subscription. And that's it from me. If you missed my previous video, click here. If you'd like to see other videos on my channel, click here.